Miss Earth season has officially started, and today I'm gonna be sharing with you all my early picks for this year's competition. If you're new here, my name is Portelles, and on this channel we talk about all things pageantry, and today I'm gonna share with you guys some of my standouts from the press presentation. That was my first impression meeting all of the delegates at once. Prior, I had the opportunity to meet some of them during their trainings, but the press presentation was the real deal, first time and first impression seeing them all together. And today I'm gonna spill the beans to let you know which delegates are standing out the most in my humble opinion. So Earthlings, you know what to do. If you enjoy this content, go ahead and drop a like, comment, subscribe, and share this video with a friend. And without further ado, let's get right into it. First off, at number 12 on the list, we have Miss Dominican Republic, who I think has been doing an incredible job and was definitely one of the standouts during the press presentation. She came out in a beautiful blue dress, very well crafted, very well fitted, and I think that she carried it perfectly as well. The aura was perfectly matching the vibe of the dress, and to be honest, since I had the opportunity to meet her and interview her before, I know that she has a lot to offer in terms of charisma, personality, and beauty. So let's not overlook her. I think that she is here to give us a good fight. At number 11 on the list, we have Miss Philippines. Of course, the host country always has a little bit of pressure, but this year's representative is not giving up. She gave us a colorful ensemble during the press presentation, and to be honest, I can tell that she has been putting a lot of work, because is it just me or she actually slimmed down? We know that the Philippines has a golden track record as Miss Earth, being one of the most successful countries in the competition, if not the most successful. So Irha has very big shoes to fill, but so far, based on the press presentation, I think that she gave us a good fight. At number 10, we have my birth country, Cuba. I'm very happy with Cuba's performance this year during the press presentation. Not only she won one of the special awards at the end of the night, but also I got the opportunity to meet our delegate, to interview her briefly, and I was extremely happy not only with her beauty, but also with the personality. She is so eloquent, so likable, so relatable, and she truly embodies all of the things that I like about Cuban women. So on a personal note, I'm very, very happy with the representative that we have this year. Let me know if you guys are also rooting for her. At number 9 on the list, we have Miss Iceland, who looked absolutely incredible during the press presentation, gave us a stellar performance, and she was one of those girls who really knew how to carry that dress. Honestly, the moment that I saw her, the first thing that came to mind was, this is a goddess. And for some reason, I feel like she does have the type of beauty that Miss Earth normally likes and normally they gravitate towards. I did not have the opportunity though to talk to her and get to know her a little bit better, so I still have to do a little more digging on that end. Based on what I've seen so far on the runway, I think that she is one of the most promising candidates of this year's batch. Position number 8 goes to my other home country, Miss Canada. I feel like I don't really have to debate too much about this. Miss Canada's face card just does not decline. She is one of the girls that has been very hyped since the beginning of the competition because of her beauty, and let me tell you, I was so happy to see that she was able to match the beauty with the performance during the press presentation. Personally, I feel like the press presentation is a very important moment because you get to give a first impression to everyone, to all the media, but also to all of the fans. And in my opinion, she looked absolutely incredible. I love the dress that she was wearing. I love how she carried it. And I did have an opportunity to meet her briefly right after and just talk to her very briefly. So far, so good. I think that we are in great hands. And I would love to finally see Canada do well and go far at Miss Earth. So, moving on to number 7, we have Miss Earth Australia. And she was one of those girls that really set the tone for the press presentation because being part of the A group, she is one of the first candidates that hits the runway. She was, I would say, the first one that really took my breath away when I saw her outfit, and I think that she carried it beautifully. I had the opportunity to meet her. And interview her briefly right after the press presentation. So far, she gave me a very good impression. I do have to get her a little bit better though, but just based on first impressions, she already managed to climb to the 7th position on my list. In recent years, Australia did very well at Miss Earth, going as far as first runner-up. So let me know if you think that this year Miss Australia might be able to win the Earth crown. I'll read you in the comments down below. Moving on to number 6, we have Miss Earth Wales, arguably one of the fan favorites of this year's batch. I mean, I've been hearing about this girl ever since she was crowned because of her type of beauty. It's just really captivating. She has those very penetrating eyes with thick eyebrows. If you want to talk about unique and standout, I think that Miss Wales embodies precisely that. I also had the opportunity to have a sit-down interview with her, so I know that she is very capable of communicating. So I can see her going head-to-head against some of the fan favorites in this competition. I mean, her being one of them. And I have no doubt of her capacity to claim one of those elemental crowns, or even, why not, the Miss Earth crown. At number 5 on the list, I have Miss Earth Namibia. This was my very first time seeing her in person and in motion. And let me tell you, when I saw her, I knew that she would live up exactly to my expectation. On the photos, she looks incredible. Her skin is always so shiny, so moisturized, and that's precisely what she gave me on the runway. That was a very nice surprise because usually, the photos have too much reality. And when I saw her, I felt this is a queen in motion. So now that I know that the beauty and the performance is there, I can do a little bit of more of research in terms of her advocacy and communication skills. But so far, the girl is giving me full package aura, and usually that will put her pretty close to the crown. And once again, why not even give her the crown? At number 4, we have Miss Cabo Verde. And I have been hearing about her for quite some time on social media, people hyping her up and saying Cabo Verde is coming really strong this year. Honestly, I was not so sure until I met her in person. I immediately saw the vision and why people look up to her. She's very tall, she's very beautiful, she's very composed. I got to interview her, she was very smart, and during the press presentation, she gave a very good impression, as she even managed to win one of the special awards that night. She gave me the perfect balance between beauty and elegance, so I think that with a little bit of a push, Cabo Verde might be going home with a success story this year. At number 3 on my list, I have one of the fan favorites, or even, might I say, the fan favorite, Miss Earth USA. Similar to some of the other ladies on this list, I got the opportunity to meet Bea. I have the opportunity to talk to her several times already in the past couple of days only. I know of her ever since she was crowned in the US, and I know how much she has been working towards this title. I can tell that this girl is really driven, is really focused, and is bringing her A game to the competition, so we shouldn't overlook her at any point. To be honest, I even think that my 3rd position on the list, it's a little bit conservative because I do believe she has the potential to win the Miss Earth crown. As a matter of fact, anyone within the top 5 or even 6 on this list has what it takes to win that crown. If Bea puts in the work, which I know she is doing, she could very easily bring back the Miss Earth crown to the US. My 2nd position on the list goes to Miss Earth Puerto Rico, who gave us one of my favorite performances of the night during the press presentation, coming out in a very, very elegant dress with boa feathers and just absolutely elegant, giving me old Hollywood glamour. And to go with all of that performance and the looks, I also got to experience firsthand her very bubbly personality, very friendly personality, and how smart she is. During one of our interviews, Puerto Rico is another country that recently won Miss Earth, only as recently as 2019 with Nelly's Pimentel. That doesn't take away from the fact that she might be going home again with the crown. I think that it's only a matter of putting in the work and showing that you have what it takes to represent the organization, and clearly she is doing that. My conversation with her felt extremely effortless, so in my opinion, that's one of the things that a Miss Earth should be able to bring to the table. Please keep an eye on her because I kid you not, she might be the one if the stars align. Alright, and now it's finally time to reveal my number 1 pick so far for Miss Earth 2024, and that spot goes to Miss Earth Peru. Not only have I been hearing a lot of talk about her on social media, people are hyped, there's a lot of buzz going on, but the reason why she earned my number 1 spot is because the moment that she went out on the runway and I saw her for the first time, I couldn't help but gasp. I literally had a physical reaction and I went like, the girl is extremely tall, she's extremely beautiful, she's extremely smart. I got to talk to her and interview her after the show, and she gave me an incredible first impression. She is also extremely driven and very motivated because, of course, Peru hasn't won a Miss Earth crown just yet. So for her, she is trying to take care of something that is very important for her people. And I think that also reflects on the social media. When you look at people rooting for her and asking for content about her, it just shows that Peruvians have that drive, that desire to bring back home the crown. That energy and that encouragement can easily be transformed and used as a motivation for her to fuel herself and get herself as close as she possibly can to the Miss Earth crown. So there you go, Earthlings. Those were my early picks for Miss Earth 2024 based on some of my interactions with the girls, the interviews that I've done, and also, most importantly, the press presentation where I got to meet all of them. Let me know down below which one is standing out for you. Did your favorite one make the list? Is there someone that you would add? And tell me the reason why. While you're at it, don't forget to drop a like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you guys on the next one. Stay tuned.